Did you know there is shortage about 40,000 foreign workers in Malaysian palm oil sector and causes 7.9 billion losses in export value? Hello, my name is Pinor Fatina binti Pawatang and I'm from class 4E. In this video, I'm gonna discuss about labor shortage in palm oil sector. So, without further ado, let's go. Next, the issues. The production process that include in agriculture. One of it is labor. So, the issues here is about labor shortage. Did you know there is shortage about 40,000 foreign workers in Malaysian palm oil sector and causes 7.9 billion losses in export value? Labor shortage is the most common issues that happen in all sectors in Malaysia, including the palm oil sector. This is because there is less likely people who interested to working inside the plantation sector because of the hazard, the dangerousness. Because of this labor shortage issue, Malaysia still depending on the foreign workers to work inside their company to make sure that the process of the company keep going on without any problem. This is because foreign workers are mostly from Indonesia and less from the local workers that work inside the oil palm sector. According to the Indonesia Embassy, total estimated percent of Indo workers that work in Malaysia are 80% rather than the local workers, that including the Malay, Indian, and Chinese. Next, the factor that makes this issue become bigger and bigger. The first one is because of COVID-19 that happened during 2020, and Malaysia have a short about 120,000 foreign workers, including the local workers itself. The second one is the lack of skilled harvester, because there is less likely workers that have the skill or the ability in harvesting. Even the harvesting is the most important part inside the palm oil sector. Without harvester, the fruit cannot be harvested and the company cannot get the profit. The third one is because the expensive price of the foreign workers itself. This is happen when the company itself recruit the foreign workers from other country and they need to pay for them working inside the company. So the price keep on increasing and increasing. The fourth one is the most crucial factor because most of the workers still do this and it's still not developed. This is because they're still using the old method that doesn't encouraging the young people to interested inside the palm oil sector. Old methods such as using not a mechanized tool, using only machete, sickle, and other mechanical thing that needs energy more instead of mechanization. Consequences happen due to issues and being affected by the factor. The first one is when labor issues occur, the Malaysian has been set up for the third year of palm oil loss in labor. The second one is when there is labor shortage in the palm oil sector, especially in harvesting platform, the FFB, the fresh fruit bunch, cannot be harvested and it also reduces the crop yield. Because of this, Sabah and Sarawak are responsible nearly half 45% of national production and incur loss in 15% of fruit rotten in the tree because of the labor shortage. The third one is foreign labor become more regulated, expensive, and always depend on the labor intensive production. That also can decrease the motivation to mechanize and decrease the productivity. The other consequences are the sector of oil palm plantation inside the Malaysia will be dominated by the foreign workers itself instead of the local workers, because of they are not interested in oil palm sector. Recommendation that can be made for all company sector in oil palm sector. The first one is encouraging more mechanization tools inside the palm oil, because yes, the old method still be used for other workers, but if the mechanization have been implied inside the company, it could give the more easier for the workers itself. Hence, the production could be increased than using the manual tools. For example, Chantas, one of the mechanizing tools that has been implied for certain company, and the company itself giving a feedback about their high in productivity. Also, the fruit being harvested become more increasing than the older method, which is using sickle or other manual tools. The second one is less likely taking foreign workers for work because of the mechanized equipment that help the local workers to harvest more efficiently. The third one is collaboration between plantation company or university or even the regulatory body, encouraging to continue moving forward towards the optimal level of mechanization, also with the innovation that can increase the economic, also become efficiently. For recruiting local workers, vocational education should be improved and considering scholarship program to attract more technically skilled workers of Malaysia workers itself. Conclusion. At the end of this video, I can conclude that Malaysia have the opportunity to get more local workers instead of depending on the foreign workers itself. Even Malaysia still depending on the foreign workers, I'm sure that for the future, Malaysia could have the more local workers than the foreign workers instead. Labor issue can be settled down if all people from the different aspects, including the government and the company itself, taking action to make sure that the local workers more interested to working inside the plantation sector. Malaysia could be the best described as industry that has a great potential, but with a long way to go because of this labor shortage issue still hanging along. It represents challenge to the government that could affect the industry and the economic itself. Looks like we have arrived at the end of my presentation today. Thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.